Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mixstar, and this is Tales of Arise, and yeah, in the last one we kinda saw what life is now like on Lenegus after it changed and shifted and all that. People have lost their house, and no one knows where anything is anymore. Which kinda sucks for everybody. And we also found out a little bit about each of the lords. Even though, then again, why did we have to learn something about Dohalim? He's with us. We can just ask him directly. But then again, after that, they spoke like he wasn't even there. Which also was confusing. But now I'm in the Forbidden Zone, and let's see what happens now. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Whatever happens.
Faria?
What?
How did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
Yeah, just look at her eyes.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
Mastercore? What's going on?
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when...
We can talk later. Here it comes!
Yeah. Deal with this first, ask questions later. Oh boy.
What? I've never known Faria to control Zeugles like that before.
How about with the stone that looks suspiciously like a master core?
Yeah.
Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the Zeugles, then we get some answers. Aim for the weak spot!
And I don't know if
Appreciate the help.
be the Dark Mastercore or the Light Mastercore.
The Tempest engulfs
By
you!
the power of this one's mine!
Because, well, it's...
Catapult!
I keep...
Try this! Inferno turret!
Power of water!
Here I
Because,
come!
yeah,
Elusive deity!
it was white, but it didn't have dark energy around it. So,
That'll bring you down!
it could be a
Can't
Bolt.
get out of this!
fuse together.
I'll heal you all!
Light up the dark!
Thy sins.
I'm
They
ready
smite
to
with
go.
blackened blade!
We
Sorry
can
to
actually
trouble.
find something
Do
out.
the same for me.
And I know it's that good woman's doing.
Begin!
Assault!
Sight ready and ready!
Which,
Here goes!
hopefully, everything can get sorted
Try
afterwards.
this with a
Blizzard blow!
dust! Elusive deity!
Sonic thrust!
Glacier
Rotating
Fury!
warhead.
Meteor!
Can you take it?
Armor this guy
Save
first.
you! Tornado drive! What?
Pierce through!
There!
Sonic thrust!
Captivity!
Really, it's all tormented limbs.
I'm not done!
Tempest!
Hurricane
No further!
Blizzard blow!
Inferno turret!
The Tempest engulfs you!
Keep going.
Sonic
On your
thrust!
knees!
Just keep slashing.
I'm only getting searing flame! Not on my watch! Reload!
Look shooting you
through.
apart! Nothing gets by me!
Anything you don't do that.
Bloody hell! Our art is being interrupted!
Inferno blast!
You may be strong, but I'll never back down!
Of course.
Burn!
I'm all stuck
No one
up.
backs down.
Mega ray!
Pierce through!
I never miss!
No further!
Good.
Hurricane
Very
Fury!
nice.
Carve through armor!
Here I come!
Blizzard blow!
Captivity!
Man,
Pierce through!
Elusive
Now!
deity!
half broken again.
Take it down!
Rotating
Power
quadrant!
up!
Soaring blast!
Rising
Eagle
circuit!
ray!
Stardust!
Here, let me help.
Mirage!
Shine! Radiant light!
Ah.
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well I
Could
could
be fatal.
stop it. Do it! Plenty left.
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble.
Shield smash!
Lunar corruption!
Hurricane strike!
Sonic thrust!
Gemini
Can't
Aqua!
get out of this!
Laser bloom!
Magna ray!
Go!
Ignite!
Crescent moon!
Can you
Gemini
take it?
Aqua!
You're mine!
Tiger
Tempest
blade!
engulfs
Here
you!
goes! Here's a
Let
healing
them
arc!
You're mine!
They smite
aid!
with
Go down
Fast.
and play.
Wits about you people!
Execution!
It's
It's in your hands now.
Come on!
Ah.
Annihilation!
You have to hold on.
Magna ray!
Hey, Dohaline!
Gemini Aqua!
Light up!
Shion, heal!
From
Ready
death's
to go.
abyss! Eat dirt!
And me!
Here's a healing
Look
arc!
sharp!
No rest for the
First aid.
wicked.
Appreciate the help!
On your knees.
I'll bring you back from death's
Air
abyss!
pressure! Rending you
Look
apart!
sharp.
Precipitation! Here's a healing arc!
Bloody
Thank you.
Not done
I'm
yet!
ready to
bring you
go.
down.
Nothing gets
Here I
by!
come! Pierce through!
Armor
Okay,
won't
go.
save you!
Inferno
Not
crossing!
on my watch! Gravitas field!
Sonic thrust!
Keep smashing! Listen to
Try
it!
this!
Steering
Infernal
Radiant
current!
light! Can't get out of this!
Pierce
without a
through!
trace.
It's on! Sonic thrust!
Crescent moon!
Eat dirt!
Tempest!
Broke it again.
explosion!
Hurricane strike!
Sonic thrust!
I'll
Beast
heal you
assault!
all.
Catapult!
Pierce through!
Tempest!
Sonic thrust!
Shield and
I'm
tank!
not done!
Shion!
Hurricane
Good,
strike!
heal!
Pierce through!
Radiant
Take
Good
this!
kill!
Resonate with the earth!
Gemini Aqua!
Infernal torrent!
Okay, Kisara, use it!
Now we're not...
Sonic thrust!
Magna
Take
ray!
this!
I'm almost impressed.
High praise coming from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Come on, Shion!
Engulfs you!
Plenty
Try
left!
this!
Laser
Infernal
bloom!
torrent!
Bloody
through.
howling!
Kisara!
You're finished!
Come on!
Pierce through!
Stalagmite!
Sonic thrust!
This one's mine!
Pierce through!
Glacial spear.
Sonic
Here's
thrust.
evil.
Use it!
Tiger blade! Hurricane strike!
Seismic rupture!
Try this!
That move.
Infernal torrent! Here
Where
comes
are
a
you
big one!
going?
On your knees!
Not today!
Flaming meteor!
Here I come!
No further!
Leave the chargers to me!
It's almost down!
I'll
Almost beat
heal
the
you
summon!
all.
Look sharp!
Healing circle.
Shield and mace!
Shattering the
Hurricane
pieces!
strike!
Done.
Lightning.
Armor
Almost
won't
there.
save you!
Beast
Everlasting
assault!
Hear me. Flame of fury.
Eagle ray!
Glacial spear.
Tiger
Here's
blade.
Try
evil.
this!
Breath
Freeze
of
laser.
life! Heal my weary
Their arts
companion!
were interrupted!
Cure!
Hurricane strike!
That's basic go.
Hear me. Flame of
Finish
fury.
it.
Burning.
Infernal torrent!
Use its weak
Glacial
point to
spear.
take us
Here's
down!
evil.
All together, everyone!
It can abide!
Good!
You can use a
All
hand!
together! And you
Sonic
should have stopped
thrust.
using Mystica!
Not like this!
The flame
couldn't
Where?
make it in
Healing
time!
circle.
to be let free!
I'll bring
Pierce
you
through.
back from death's
Seismic
abyss.
rupture!
You picked the wrong fight!
The tempest engulfs you!
Resuscitation.
Sonic thrust!
Tempest!
Good, take
I'm
Kisara!
ready!
Dohalim! In an instant!
Impact cross!
That would still got her up right. But it was cast. Ah.
Now it's just her! Faria! Can you hear me? Faria!
She's preparing another summoning.
Really?
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more.
Get the Master Core off her! Okay, break it.
Forgive me.
How can you have just shot it before, Shion?
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically. We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case,
I'll take her off your hands.
You?
What?
Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry. I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Halim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I hope so too. Well, heal her at least. Hopefully it works.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones, if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnagan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim.
Oh, you just have to live
I know
with
it hurts to hear. But those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No.
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already past, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion,
Huh?
thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service. I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
Oh yeah. Okay. I have a skit. See what it is.
Do you think Faria was really being controlled by someone?
Yes.
Certainly seemed that way. The question is, who? The Red Woman?
The same person who's behind all of this, I'll bet. Whoever that is.
Brainwashed or otherwise, the feelings of resentment she holds towards me are real.
Someone used her because they knew we'd hold back. If that's not playing dirty, I don't know what is.
It does tell us one thing at least. Someone here in Lenegis is watching us. Someone who means us harm.
There's no question. That attack was meant for us alone.
By someone capable of getting inside a person and manipulating them like a weapon. We need to find whoever it is, fast.
True. We do. Okay, let's see if we can actually find him.
What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
Again? Ah, what, more memories from the past?
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
Wait. The Thorns Ring Maiden? What? Someone trying to escape then? Wait, what?
Alfin!
What the hell? More questions. So something...
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her. It reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure!
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Shion's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way.
Wait, what?
Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns, as well as my own past. I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens.
Turn back for the time being, because I saw escape.
I just need a little time first.
Yeah, I'm seeing that skate, and so as they said, the Denon dark astral energy has become sentient in the Maiden, which wants destruction. Well, darkness always wants destruction, and light wants to live. So yeah, that's why Dana is helping us. Why Dark One's trying to kill us. Ah, really? It was in the Maiden all along. So does that mean every Maiden has it? That's terrifying.
That vision we saw. It was as if it was meant specifically for us.
What do you make of it? Do you still think the will of Dana might be involved somehow?
Maybe it's trying to tell us something. But what?
Well, it could be supernatural. You know, like seeing dead people, messages from beyond the grave, ghost-type stuff.
That's your grand theory? That we're being haunted? Come on, Law.
Wait. He might be closer to the mark than you think. What if a person's thoughts and deeds were to somehow become indelibly etched into the ether of a place? And what if those with a connection could then somehow pick up on them?
You think that's what it was? Some kind of message someone left here for us?
I am merely entertaining the possibility. Whether it was Dana's will, or somehow connected to the Sovereign and Maiden's powers, I do not know.
Okay, back up a sec. You're saying that if a place is full of enough astral energy, it can somehow show us events that happened centuries ago?
More to the point, how does that much astral energy gather in one place anyway? Seems unlikely it happened naturally.
Whatever it was, it survived here intact for 300 years. Whoever left it for us, the strength of their intent is beyond doubt.
The strength of their intent.
Yeah, Naori, the Maiden. She doesn't want everything to get destroyed. Even though she had to wait 300 years, but still. But let's go and hopefully get to the bottom of all this.
Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns. I have to be ready to face anything. I'm determined to save Shion and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that.
Yeah, nothing. We're going. Okay, is there a healing spot somewhere?
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out.
Alright. What are we going to find? Another memory?
This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
Okay, so basically what we just said. Alphen was in the Forbidden Zone 300 years ago? Huh. Okay. Well, at least he's already been here. And his escape.
For the people of Lenegus, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of dreams. Yet here I am, standing within its hallowed halls.
It's off limits even for lords, then? Talk about an exclusive club.
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important facilities let in only the Sovereign? Doesn't that seem a little strange?
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one room, maybe. But a place on this scale? How do they keep it from falling into ruin? Whoever the Sovereign is, they can't manage the upkeep of this whole place themselves.
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again, Sovereigns and Forbidden Zones weren't exactly breakfast table conversations.
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority, grounds of the one true ruler who presides over all Renans. That is what we believed this place to be. No, what we were made to believe it was. But now, it is finally time to discover this area's true purpose, and why it was kept hidden behind the scenes for so long.
And anyway, if that's the case anyway, doesn't Alphen rule over Renans? He's a sovereign. But let's explore first and see. Yeah, I said I'm not really reading these. I'm just clicking on them. Just they might unlock some more dialect later. They could. You never know. Oh, I never know. But still. All right. To the main computer.
I think I can make this work.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records, by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see.
Is Alphen in there?
A composite being capable of controlling Danon astral energy, so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure, taking the form of a Danon. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign!
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the Master Cores. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title, Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
Yeah, what would they do?
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful.
Me?
Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
Only success.
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique Adjustment Index, Generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
Oh.
Volron? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
Yeah, so's Alpha.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
But then, does that mean he's a Denon? Too? Not Renan?
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest.
Except Volron.
It's all lies, including the part about the sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
Yeah, to collect astral energy.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
So doing it in your
The
name.
Red Woman?
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately.
Yeah, that would've been too easy.
I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
Wait.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign. And Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
Yeah, as I said, I'm just gonna click on them and not, well, read them because well, this is scary anyway.
Only 2 sovereigns in over 300 years. So why has the experiment only succeeded twice in all this time? And if that's the case, why keep on doing it? Was there really no other way? Or could there be some other reason?
Dohalim.
Forgive me.
Alphen.
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken, that's all. I knew what I was already, so it's not like it's a surprise or anything. But it's strange. I've got all this rage inside of me, but I don't even know who it's for. I'm scared that I'll put a face to it, just to have someone to blame.
If that were to happen, then No. Then we'd help you fight it, before you ever got that far. Wouldn't we, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. We wouldn't just sit by and watch you spiral out of control.
That's right. No good can come from being consumed by hatred.
If you ever start to lose your way, you can count on us to guide you back. To remind you where home is.
And I would be happy to lend an attentive ear, should you ever have need.
Thank you, everyone. I think I'll be okay now.
Well, lad put his mind at ease. Okay. Okay, so I'll take a quick just a quick glance at everything. Probably if you want to read it, you can pause it and then... It's just some extra information, maybe. But... I don't think there's anything important that I need to know. As they said. Instead, I could just look at it if I want, but... As I said before, you don't know if it's going to unlock some extra dialogue later. So, yeah. Slowly but surely, gonna go for each one. Oh, this is gonna take a while, isn't it? And anyway, they could summarize it after I've finished, so, yeah. That could help. That could work, I don't know. No, I didn't get lucky. Well, okay, so basically my idea was basically completely wrong. But then again, not really sure. But, about him probably changing his name and other winner and all that stuff. But, I want it, and it labels the Maximus blue when I've read them. So basically, I know. Well, when I've been through them. This is all the mask I had on. Nah. A brainwashing report. Okay, almost done. 2 more. And then that should be it, right? Yeah, looks like it. Well, I hope. Okay, I'm gonna go down to the other end of the room afterwards. But yeah, if I was reading this, I will be here forever. And don't want to be here forever. Because basically it'll just be like one fight, me reading this, and then that's it. Time to end. And this is about the Sovereign and the Maiden. Anything down here? Anything new? Anything? Yeah, these are gonna be the same. Okay, over into the room. And there's nothing actually labeled, so yeah, I'm done. How many people read that? Because I didn't. I know I was probably supposed to, but still. It took me forever. And I don't want to be here forever. So I can skip it. If so, when I'm basically editing this later, I could read it there. But not. Should be all good. I hope. 1 item. A light bulb. Which I did not even need. Okay, we definitely need something to heal. Because Kisara's only got one health. Oh, here's another.
Naori, I...
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Renan never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain.
And then forget everything.
Time to go, Elfin. Farewell.
Naori...
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode.
Ah.
The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system.
Oh.
But...
He's already in there.
If I don't head back, Lennigus will be nothing but ashes. And this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try.
So, long-term hibernation.
I hope it's enough.
300 years.
Please, live for me, Alphen.
That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lennigus.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lennigus crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Yeah.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight.
Yep.
Naori was the one who put that mask on me, and made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result. But more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
And no, she only realized that when he was already in the hibernation pod. It was the combination of both of them. She didn't know that beforehand. But she took the risk. But didn't know that it was going to be asleep for 300 years. Or then again, did she stay for 300 years? I know she stayed for long-term hibernation, but wouldn't it have had to have been a set time? Wouldn't that? when it will awaken after a while. Is there gonna be a boss through there? I don't want to fight it. Hey, can I do something? Please? I want to heal. I'm getting nothing. I got a heavy tree, but... yeah, we all do have over 3,000 health, but still. Okay.
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course.
The altar.
After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renis Alma was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
He knows that. Use our powers for something.
Naori.
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself.
What?
The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
It's because of Alphen.
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen the Sovereign was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse on to my descendants as well.
Hard choice.
Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
She went through a lot. And it wasn't pleasant.
Naori.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danan voice speaking through her?
Maybe a bit of both. Oh, new outfits! That's how we get him.
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the Maiden's outfit?
Didn't you
That's
see
right.
it?
These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns.
Yeah, so step 1 done. Step 2 needed.
Shion.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
Yeah.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Rennis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah! We can protect the world and save Shion at the same time!
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
You're already part of the team anyway.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
Pretty much.
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included.
Miracles could be following you.
Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop.
Yeah, we do.
Thank you, Naori.
Thank you for the last gift.
So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony, and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories
is the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No. The truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone. All the normal things that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself, and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen?
Yes,
I'm
it
so
is.
scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's gotta work.
I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead, and it's for my sake, so I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Yeah, it will be. Oh, I got another one. Oh, no, Jiang got it. Okay. Okay, she's got 3 more left. Will I be able to get them before the end? Oh. New stuff. Okay, do I have to put those on now? Or are they automatically on?
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Danans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dana.
Not only that, but she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The one separating the Renans from the Danans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way, showing us what we can aspire to.
Yeah, that's one way to think of it. So I'm just wondering, am I gonna have to be coming back here with the Rensoma? Or what? Wait, let's just see. Do I need to put them on myself? No, I don't. Which is good. Kinda sucks though, I didn't get a new weapon. Well, at least when I can actually go to make stuff, hopefully I'll be able to make some more weapons. Make everyone's diamond stuff. Which might be the strongest item in the game. Weapon in the game. I hope. Is anything better here? Nothing going down? Well, like... No, that's already been used. Nah. Nah, nothing. Kinda sucks though. It's basically what I put on from the very beginning. Nothing was taken off. You know, basically I could change the element to Shion. But no, she has penetration, which is better for her, I think. She has the highest penetration out of everybody. So... moving forwards. Yeah, let's keep going a bit more. Because still need to see what's going on here. Right. Where is this gonna lead me at? Take me to. Is this gonna be the final door? Would be better if I could actually heal first. If I'm fine.
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
Hope.
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
When the maiden's done it. Well, Alvin does want to try out his new powers. Well, focus powers.
This is it, guys. Time to see what secrets are in store.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, now I get to heal. Which is the final bit. Oh, okay, skip.
We're a long way from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place... it reminds me more of being back inside the wedge.
Except the Danon astral energy feels even stronger here.
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the Renin Sovereign.
Maybe he just has strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time now. If its design were a matter of personal preference, we would be talking from centuries ago. Or perhaps even further back. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles. So what is it then?
Hold up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it. I'd be happy to illuminate you further.
That depends. Does it involve you buying me lunch?
The void that art fills isn't the stomach, it's the soul.
In that case, I'll let you know the next time my soul starts to rumble.
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside your head.
Shut up!
Basically, it gets hungry, then you can fill it. But then again, are you interested in Dohalim? Because didn't that kind of seem like a date? And anyway, if this is to the design of the Sovereign, I do not think Alphen would envision this. Would he? No way, he would not. And there was something else from before that I was gonna say, but can't quite remember what it was. I had it just before. Either way. Okay, so I really wanted to save it first before I moved on, because I do not really want to lose. Because this thing.
Volron!
What?
He really was still alive.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Oh, once more, the powers must be united, born from the fires of chaos.
You mumbling something?
Seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in a machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
Well,
It looks like it's still running, but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
yeah, we do.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alphen, look!
The Red Woman!
What are you doing here?
So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face?
Uh.
How is that even possible?
What?
What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
They will Rena? And level 48.
They're not feeling particularly talkative.
It's no use, Alphen. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point.
Well, we're
Let's
gonna
stop
fight
them before
anyway.
this gets out of hand.
Here goes!
I've already took on those 60s already, so
Where are
it
you
should
going?
be easy.
Eagle Ray!
I know.
Now you see what I can do!
Not on my watch!
Take this!
Shine!
Radiant light! Force
Move
the
it,
regeneration!
But then again, we
Take this!
well, three of them.
Searing flame!
Kisara!
Pierce through!
Resonate with the
Will this help?
Stalagmite!
Inferno crossing!
Healing
Take
this!
Crescent moon!
Here I come!
Come on, do it!
Sorry to trouble you.
You do the same for me.
Here I come!
Benediction light.
Okay, this time, Kisara, use it!
Annihilation!
Shield and
Sonic thrust!
Inferno crossing! This one's
Maybe
mine!
each of them are gonna have their own separate
I'll
bar
take
belt,
you all on!
which is gonna suck,
Ha!
isn't it?
Flare Demolisher!
From beyond.
Imbue this down already.
Soul
Guardian
with
Wheel!
resuscitation.
All right, let me at him!
I owe you one. Thanks.
Hurricane Flight! By the
Shattering
power of Beast! Do
Come
not
on.
attack us!
Beckon to
How about
everlasting
this?
darkness.
You need to die.
Here I come!
Hurricane Howl!
Take this defeat like a
Bloody
enemy.
On your knees. Will this help? Eat dirt. Lion's
Come on.
Healing circle.
You may be strong,
Ow.
but I'll never back down.
Power of flame. Hurricane without a trace.
The earth throbs.
You said that after you died.
Rending you up.
In a bind?
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss. Inferno crossing. Resuscitation.
I can carve through armor!
Hurricane strike.
Their arcs were interrupted.
Come on.
Lightning.
Pierce through!
Downfall.
Hopefully this all works.
Shield and radiant. Here.
I'm not done!
Here's
Well,
the
if I keep-
heal you out.
Through!
But pay attention to everyone's
Healing
health
circle. Time to
and
die.
ICP.
I owe you one.
This should all be fine.
Not on my watch.
Take
Should be able
this!
to do it all in one go.
Ready to go. This can't be happening.
I couldn't make it in
You're
time.
finished!
Ah, Shion.
Take this! Coming through! Ha!
Don't
Now!
blame me. You're gonna get Shion out.
Scarlet Inferno!
Am I?
Shine!
Good, you did.
Radiant light!
No escape!
Regeneration!
Ha! You picked the wrong fight!
Allow me to help you.
I'm not done!
Lightning.
I'm not done!
Our arms are being interrupted.
Don't go.
Captivity!
Take this! Pierce through!
Stop running away.
Don't get carried away!
Ah, I'm dead.
Come on! You have to hold on!
Air pressure! Smash you!
Switch to offense.
Rending you apart!
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss.
Bloody howling!
Resuscitation.
Thanks, Shion.
A new
I owe
lease
you
on
one.
life. This one's mine.
Elusive
Take
deity!
this!
Here's the healing art.
No escape!
First
Hey,
aid.
Shion. Can you face the right way?
Ready.
Seriously, I'm gonna...
Negative gate!
I'm all stuck.
Sonic
This one's
thrust.
mine.
Reflect on thy sins.
They
Pierce
smite
through.
with blackened blade!
No.
Going in.
Get away. Get away from me.
Execution!
Healing
Ah.
circle. Light up the dark.
Oh, wait, that.
Flame.
Here I
Reload.
come!
That was doubling.
Pierce
By the
through!
power of
This
flame.
game was doubling
Sonic
does.
thrust!
What his
The
moves do.
flame inside me, yours to be
Time
let
to
free!
shine. Naori.
Appreciate the help.
By the power of water.
Okay.
Strike!
When we get halfway, am I gonna be able to get
further.
smash?
Inferno
You're
crossing.
finished!
Like always.
Damn! You're off!
Will this help?
Rising Wyvern! Strike!
Healing circle.
Rising
No.
Falcon!
Going in. Need
Take
to pull
this!
myself together.
Ow, I'm dead again.
Leave me.
From beyond...
Yeah, I think someone's getting me up, but I'm gonna give some CP while I'm at.
You this vanquished soul with light!
Finish
Resuscitation!
without a trace.
This one's
I'm
mine!
not done yet!
Breath of life!
Is this it?
Ow!
Companion! Cure!
Can you stop jumping
From
around?
beyond! Imbue this
No more
vanquished
playing
soul with
nice.
light!
This one's
Resuscitation!
mine.
Shine!
Radiant
Radiant
I'm
ray.
not done
Force
yet!
of
I'll
regeneration!
bring you down.
Get him.
Regenerate!
Searing flame.
Allow me to
Reload
help
and pound.
Maybe they all
Sonic
share the
thrust.
same health, so
Burning
I kill one, I take them all out.
evil.
Sonic
Here's
thrust!
the stick
No
ready to go.
escape.
Freeze lantern.
Denied!
I'll smash you!
Not in your
Go.
dreams.
Another incantation
The
ruined.
flame inside me,
on.
yours to be let free!
Tiger Blade!
By the power
I'm
of
not
water.
done!
Howl!
It's over!
Into the shadows.
Rising
Take
Wyvern!
this!
Come on, take him.
Take this!
Lightning.
Sonic thrust! Take this!
On your knees.
Pierce this! Thanks!
Yeah, on your knees and beg for
Rising
forgiveness.
Wyvern!
Going in.
Start up!
Burning strike.
Because
Blade
I
Take
have
this!
Everlasting
Here's the
shock!
You're finished!
Grounded power.
Rising
Freeze
Falcon!
lancer.
Soaring black!
I'll heal you all.
Here I come! Sonic thrust!
Hurricane strike.
Pierce through!
Everlasting
can't heal you
charge!
forever.
Shion, can you... Oh. No wonder out of C... almost out of CP.
Need to pull myself together.
Uh-oh.
Will this help?
Ow!
Hurricane healing circle.
Anything in armor is
Ow,
mine!
get away.
Hear me, flame. If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Discharge!
Strike!
Yeah, they all share the same health.
Pierce through!
This one's mine.
Same health bar, so...
Escape!
I can handle it!
Basically, whoever I'm attacking, it doesn't matter.
Confiscated.
Heal!
Sonic-
Armor won't save
By
you!
the power
Let us
of
take to the fray!
Not today!
Burning a trace.
Okay, come on.
Do you require a hand?
Shion, heal me! I need it.
Is this it?
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Burning strike.
I'm ready to
From
go!
beyond,
Here's a
imbue
healing
this
art.
vanquished soul with love. Resuscitation!
Need to
This
pull
one's
myself
mine.
together.
Thank you. Sarah, do it.
You're mine!
Piercing
Sonic
roar!
thrust!
Tornado drive!
Pierce through!
Okay, last bar.
You're mine! Pierce through!
Piercing roar!
Ow.
I'll take you all on!
Good.
Flare Demolisher!
Here's a healing
Here I
heart.
come!
Shield and mace!
First aid!
Rising Wyvern!
Hurricane Blast!
No escape!
Gravitas field!
It's almost down.
Rising
We're almost
Wyvern!
down.
Rising
All three of them.
Focus!
Uh-oh. Run away.
Let me help.
Pierce through!
First aid!
Rising Wyvern!
Shattering of pieces!
This can't be happening.
No! Stop! Stop dying! Okay, I'm gonna use some healing.
This is some punishment.
What the hell was that kind of scream?
Rising Wyvern!
I'm out of ammo.
Rising
I'm all stuffed up.
Yeah, you're out of ammo and yeah, you can't almost. You're out of CP too.
Magna
This
Ray!
should do it!
Annihilation!
Leave the charges to me!
Sonic
Finish
thrust!
without
Get
a
your
trace!
flame up, Shion.
Out
Denied!
of the woods, it seems.
It's
Going
over!
in.
Benediction to life.
Flame inside me! You're...
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Eat this!
Allow me to...
Alright, fine. Oh wait, he's up now.
Power of burning strike!
Sonic thrust!
I'm ready to go!
Okay,
Pierce
almost.
through!
Will this help?
Sonic thrust! I'm not... Air pressure!
Going in.
Rising Wyvern!
I'm ready!
Rising Falcon!
Darling! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
I'll heal you all!
Thank you.
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
Astral energy.
Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
Are they self-destructing?
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alvin!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
Me. The Sovereign.
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much.
So you know this place?
Naturally, it was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart.
Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me?
You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think? Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
What?
Then you mean Boran was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a...
He's a Denon.
A slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
So he posed as a Renin and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Danon are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
No. Oh. She says no.
A red woman?
Another one? Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Serenus Alva!
What now?
We can't stay here.
We need to go. Alpha!
We could have saved him, and that would have been the 7th team member. Could have been. Uh-oh. Sean, jump. I think it's the only way. Yeah, you know he doesn't care. You take getting hurt by your phones to save you. You know that. For freedom! Yeah, and stupid though, what? No. Bye, Voron.
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Oh.
Let's go.
That sucks.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I
am dead. So yeah, I think.
Are you two okay?
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Okay, after this.
Is Volron... have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renis Alma. Damn it, that's the 2nd time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renis Alma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
Yeah, and head to Dana. No, to
But
Rena.
seriously, I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renans or Danans.
Yeah, not in a good way like with us.
Yeah. But can I actually fast travel? No, I can't. I have to walk back. Well, I have a skip.
I didn't see that coming about Volron. As for those red women, to think they were monsters all along.
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danon. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
Is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day.
How about you, Shion? Dohalim? You ever seen anything like that before?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the Red Woman we've seen with Volron, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About Rena, and Shion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something hidden?
Both sound plausible to my ears.
Yeah.
They took off with the Renis Alma too, remember?
Yeah, they did. And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. But, wait, what was that again? Really? Seriously, I had it in my head just a minute ago. But another thing. Okay, so that place wasn't made for Alphen. It was made for Volron. And now I remember what it was. So basically, is it because he was a slave, then became a sovereign? Basically, it kind of broke something in his head or something, and he's completely doolally. Maybe? I don't know. Just a guess. But I make my way back to the ship, and I think I'll call it quits for there. Because yeah, I don't think there's much else for me to do. And at least Volron is dead now. Ah, sorry. Can I actually go this way? No. Anyway, there wasn't... I can heal up. Yeah, I'm gonna heal up just before I leave. And just before I take the ship to Rena. Oh, I'm on. Wait, I'm gonna have to walk all the way through the maze, aren't I? Oh, great. Right, I'm gonna have to walk this, aren't I? Ah. So, yeah, that's why I couldn't. Because there's something to do right there at the end. Alright. Ah, nope. Alright, I'll find my way through. 44 people strangling you.
You're mine!
So, this should be
bring you
easy.
down.
This can't get out of this!
Feast assault! Mega
Now burn.
Eat dirt! I won't show you any mercy! Now you'll
Burn by the
learn!
hands of the sovereign.
Try this! Captivity!
Inferno Crossing!
Radiant light! Sonic thrust! I'm not done!
Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Time to let it rip! Pierce through! Coming through! Ha! Now!
Yeah, I keep doing that. When he says light red,
Scarlet Inferno! Sonic, my
Meteor!
turn!
I'll grind you into
Into the shadows!
Too fast!
burn.
I'll trip it up.
Burn by flames.
Piercing roll!
No further!
Slag assault!
I can carve through armor!
Ready to go! Not in your dreams!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see them! This ends now!
Consider
I
yourself
wasn't
finished!
going for
Magna
that.
ray!
Take your time!
Power of water!
It still worked.
I feel sprightlier than before.
Well, that's good. And I'm just gonna try and make it through as quick as I can. Because can I see what's going on over there? I am a bit curious. Oh, big guy.
I won't forgive you!
Take this!
Reflect on thy
Not today!
Hurricane Lunar Eruption! Feast assault!
Is it good falling to my
Try
to my
this.
flames?
Time to cross
An
blade!
Glacial
Take
Spear.
this!
Pierce Evo!
Mirage!
Inferno
Crossing!
Freeze Lancer! Hurricane Strike!
Pierce through!
Going in!
Rising Wyvern!
Lunar Corruption! Blizzard
Lunar
Blast! Flaming
Can't get out of
Meteor!
this!
If it's in the
Rising
sky, it's
Wyvern!
mine!
Resonate with
Look
the
sharp!
earth!
Come on.
Take this!
Where are you going?
On your knees.
I'm begging for
Anything
forgiveness.
normal is all mine!
Yeah,
Sonic thrust!
This
Pierce
one's
through!
mine! Healing Circuit!
Take this!
Discharge!
Thank you.
That
works.
Denied! Here!
Armor won't save you!
Not in your dreams.
Take this!
Hurricane
Okay, go.
Strike!
Thousand rage.
You picked the wrong
Breaking.
fight!
On guard!
Take
Annihilation.
this!
Howling!
Pierce
Mega Ray!
through! I'm not done!
Slowly but surely we're taking off.
Rending you apart! Pierce through!
Throbs in pain.
Can't get out of this! Try harder! Sonic thrust!
This
Pierce
one's
through!
mine!
You're mine!
Zara, use it.
Rending you apart!
Do it.
Take this!
Shield and
Pierce
face!
through!
I'll take you all on!
Thank you.
Ha!
You don't
Flare
use it as soon as you
Demolisher!
get it, which you really should.
On guard!
Here I come!
Plenty left!
Strike!
Searing
Take
flame.
it.
By the power of
Here I
God.
come!
Vanish
No
without a
escape.
trace.
On guard!
After
Their
all,
arms were interrupted!
My
turn! Begin!
Pieces!
sorry, not gonna work.
Flaming Meteor!
Pieces!
Inferno Crossing!
Try harder! Not again!
I must remember my limits.
Go.
This one's mine! Hurricane
Can't get
Fall!
out of this!
Almost there.
Here, let me help!
I have no limits! Take this!
Blizzard Bloom!
Coming
And now
through!
die.
Ha!
Please.
Now!
Please die.
Scarlet Inferno!
Breath of life. Heal my weary
Strike!
companion.
Burn it!
Hurricane Strike!
Cure!
Beast
Come on.
Assault!
No escape!
Denied!
I owe you one.
Lunar Corruption!
Not in your dreams.
Maximum
Go,
burn!
go.
Need to pull myself together! Lion's
Almost
Roll!
damage.
Sonic!
Catapult!
Rising Wyvern!
Shield and Mace!
Mirage!
Inferno
Resonate with the
Fever!
earth.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Hurricane Strike!
Do you remember
Rising
hand?
Falcon!
On guard!
No further.
By the power of
Take
flame.
this.
Vanish without
It's
a
in your
trace.
hands now.
Come on!
Ah!
Hold on!
Rising Wyvern! Coming through! Ha!
Gianni, you get
Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Flaming Meteor!
Shattering up
pieces.
Lunar Arc!
Reflect on
I'm not done!
They smite with blackened
It's
blades.
this!
Power of water.
You're mine.
The tempest engulfs you.
Come on.
Thrust!
Shield and
This is
Mace!
my
Die
own!
already.
Sonic
Flaming
thrust!
Meteor!
Here I come! Burn in
Now's over.
hell!
Inferno
Freeze
Crossing!
Lancer. That'll bring you down.
Going in!
Take
I'm
this!
ready. Law.
There.
Say. Ha. Blow them away.
That took more energy than I expected.
Yeah, well. Have to give a look.
That's
Give
far
it a
enough!
chance,
Here
don't ya?
goes. First
I
aid.
owe you one.
Denied!
Our arts are being interrupted.
Piercing roar!
Stalactite. Your reflexes will not serve you well. Bloody hell. No further.
Come on.
I'll smash you.
Keep it up.
Not in your dreams.
Hurricane
Here I come!
By the
Leave
power
the
of
ensnaring to me.
Vanish
Yeah.
without a trace.
And the pummeling to me.
Catapult! Here I come!
Okay, go.
Take this.
Fury.
It's over!
Almost there.
Eat dirt!
Strike.
Yeah, no.
Pierce
Resonate
through!
with the earth.
Sonic thrust!
Stalagmite.
Searing
Rising
flame.
Falcon! Rising
You
Wyvern!
won't believe it.
Rising
Here's a
Phoenix!
healing arc. Blizzard
Oh.
blow.
Stalagmite.
I'm not done!
Switch
Down!
Come on.
Reload.
Here I come!
Resonate with the earth.
Try
Stalagmite.
time
Another
to let it
incantation
rip!
ruined.
Pierce through!
Burn it!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Shine.
Not a
Radiant
chance.
light. Force of
Inferno
regeneration.
Crossing!
Rising Wyvern!
Regenerate.
Nothing
Allow me
gets
to help
by
you.
me!
Field.
Infernal Turret!
I'm all
Take
stocked up.
shine.
Radiant
Annihilation.
light. Force of regeneration.
Far enough!
This one's mine.
Make it rain!
Demons descend.
Flashing fang.
Snowball's going for ball. At least we won.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Well, yeah, anyone would be. And now we can leave. Finally. Out of the Forbidden Zone.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone?
Doe?
You two.
Faria,
So she's back to
Avakir.
normal.
Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing, so she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegus is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration's still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Hey, Alphen, step up.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was. That is, if he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegus from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust.
Or put on the show.
That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegus right now?
Lenegus wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then. Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Yeah, but there's still a Sovereign here. Alphen's a Sovereign.
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
But then again, it's not
Is it
Sovereign,
over?
they know.
What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegus. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Eldamen and Sia.
Look, up there, it's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid. As people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegus, not the lords and sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among many. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
And the lights are on.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing, was it true?
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie, built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been...
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society? How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
You? You can't be serious.
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return. But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
With kindness.
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegis, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Tarnigan's death. To see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegis till you get back.
Thank you.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elda Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegis who need someone to guide them.
Yeah.
Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes.
I believe he's gonna keep her.
We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits.
Yeah, it does. Cause someone on Rena needs an ass whooping. Oh! Oh, that's Dolan. Random leader. Seriously? Still 3 more left.
Looks like the people of Lenegis can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
True. Wait, actually, before I finish, I'm gonna, well, first see the skit, then see about making my weapons, and then I'll be, well, kinda saving it and ending it.
In one sense, when all is said and done, perhaps I have been a slave this whole time too.
You, a Renan Lord? How do you figure that exactly?
I was complicit in the Renan system, bound by its values, resigned to being swept along, without the resolve to take a stand. And when I realized the severity of my mistake, all I longed for was punishment. A lord. And yet my first instinct was to place my fate in the hands of others.
I think I can relate. I couldn't stand watching my people bow and scrape their way through life, but I didn't know what else I could do about it either. The ability to think for yourself and be your own master, that's what separates a slave from a free person. At least, that's what Law's dad Zephyr used to say. Zephyr taught me how to fight. But in doing so, he also taught me how to live.
Even if it means stumbling along the way. If it's on a road of our own choosing, free of regret. Why, that's the road of freedom. Or, to put it another way, so long as his heart is compromised, even the loftiest of kings is no freer than a slave. I think I finally understand now. This Zephyr character sounds like he was a wise man indeed. I only wish I could have met him.
There's just so much I wish I could ask him, especially now. I wonder, have I been correctly carrying on the torch that he passed to me?
Yes. Really, Alvin? You don't yourself now. Don't. But I have another skit.
How long have you known?
Known what?
About the darkness I carry inside me. You seem to have been aware of it for quite some time now.
Why ask me now? What does it matter? But yes, I have. I've pretty much known that something was gnawing at you ever since we left Menancia.
So basically since the very start of our journey then. Just when I thought I couldn't feel more ashamed.
Leave the past where it belongs. We have no need for it now. You're forging ahead. That's what matters. If my brother could see you, he'd be proud.
Not as proud as he would be of his sister, I'm sure.
Well then, just as well it's not a competition, huh?
A competition. Well, yeah, with basically what Dohlin was saying before, him being a slave, in a way, yes, to circumstance. But seriously, how many skits do I have to go through?
Kisara? Anyone at home in there?
Sorry. Did I look distracted?
A little.
Among other things. To be entirely honest, I couldn't tell whether you were smiling or frowning.
You were thinking about Dohalim, weren't you?
That obvious, huh? I was just thinking how good it is to see him moving forward at last. It was always so infuriating, knowing how capable he could be if he just put his mind to it. A prisoner trapped in a cage of his own self-doubt. But now, he's finally beginning to spread his wings. I'm happy for him.
So, then why do you look so sad?
Oh, I don't know if I'd say sad. There's a bittersweetness to it, I guess. It's good and strange, knowing that he won't be needing me anymore. It probably sounds weird, doesn't it? I have this massive worry off my mind. I should be jumping up and down for joy, right?
Must be that maternal instinct of yours at work.
Nope, it's love.
Rinwell's right. You're like a mother bird, finally letting go as her child takes his first shaking and nervous flight from the nest.
I don't think so.
A pretty big child.
That's one way to look at it. I wouldn't like to see Dohalim's face if he heard you say that. All this has made me realize I can't allow myself to become a prisoner of my own making like he was. If Dohalim can forge his own path ahead, then I can too. I won't be left behind.
Why don't you two just get a room? Really, it should end that way. With you two. Forge. Well, no. I was going to say that it was still stuff to make, which is better, but no, I don't. Not after what I got. Okay. I can build a top weapon there. Wait, I'm not going to be able to build all these, am I? My money. Wait, what's selling? Really? That's it? Okay, I'm just gonna go with everything that I can get. Hopefully, it's all Really? Seriously, don't blame. Hopefully I can get down, Renner. Okay, I can get that. Oh, it's just money with you. And with you. Right. Really, I need 20... I need at least 27 to buy both of these. Well, 28 and then it's a guarantee I can do it. But it's only Dohaline that I can't make. Hopefully I can get it. But then again, as I said, I'm not using these two in battle, so they can still wait.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Well, yeah, I might as well just rest up because it will help. Up attack.
That was nothing.
Hopefully it sticks. I wanna save and then come back. Okay. Let's go. And did the ship can I actually travel? No, I can't fast travel yet. So much walking. Too much. But then again, I'm basically back now, so it's not that far. Still, all this walking though. Such a pain. Not yet. Just making sure there was nothing else I needed to do. Yeah, I was actually wrong. I thought I was going to end up fighting something there. Which you do think you would with a big open space like that. Hey, I'm finally down there. Yeah, almost there. And quickly through the door, and then that's it. So, yeah. Now I'm back here. I'm gonna call it quits for this point. So, yeah. My next destination is Renner. And seriously, that backdrop, it still does not fit the game. Really? Why couldn't they make it better? Really? The planet really does. Space, no. And I know I had to go about this last time, but still. It's right there, you cannot help call it out. Or at least that, or is it just me? If something's not to standards, I call it out. But, yeah. So, I'm gonna end this here. So if you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe, bell for notifications, comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye.